Tuesday Night Baseball set to come your way from Fenway Park in Boston. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. Jack Clark makes his big league debut right after this. Number 47 gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy has a 3-pitch mix, and he needs all 3 of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
Now at the plate, Roberto Kelly. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. And we'll need to keep the hot chocolate flowing tonight. 42 degrees our game time temperature. The 1-2. And he's able to fight this one off, foul to the right, and the count will hold at 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Spoils another one, and this is exactly what you're looking for out of your leadoff hitter. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. How do they go about taking down their division rival, Mark DeRosa?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that can sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
The 1-1. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. Oh, and this deflects right off him, and he's safe.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
The 1-2 is in there, a called strike 3.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Into the box, Don Mattingly. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. Yanks nothing. Sox coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Number 22, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, this guy has a great mix of fastballs. He has a four-seamer that's straight that he'll ride up in the zone, and then he has the...
I'd like to congratulate MLB The Show's... Your attention, please. Participate in joint...
The 1-2. Hit out towards second. Kesling is up with it. And there's one down now. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. He's a special player, no doubt. But at home, get this, he's hitting over 400. I mean, he's swinging the bat. He's hitting everything. He's just a very special player playing at home in front of these fans.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, John Valentine. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. One out, nobody on. Liner towards second. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Next up for the Red Sox, Scott Cooper. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Here now the 2-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Number 17 is there, and the side is retired. On to the second inning now from Fenway Park with no score. Digging in now for the Yankees, Jesse Barfield. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Barfield aboard here at first with nobody out. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Lifted down the line in left. Greenwood moving in. He's there and records the first out.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. You want to talk about shutting a running game down? The guy behind the dish has an absolute cannon. I mean, you will not see guys get but 2-step lead off first base today.
So striding in, Matt Nose. He was 1 for 4 in Sunday's affair. Barfield leads off first with 1 away. Hit out towards second. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Standing in now, Charlie Hayes. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Left field and deep. Greenwood going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Pat Kessling.
So stepping in, Pat Kessling. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Hit down the third base line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The next 3-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Yanks strand a pair. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Mo Vaughn. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Striding in for Boston, Mike Greenwood, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
2-2.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Popped him up. Nose shading to his right. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 6th, right fielder, number 23.
Striding in for Boston, number 23. First trip to the plate for him in the ballgame. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come off another loss last time out. And in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4. Here's the pitch. This is hit pretty well out to left field. Hall going back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Digging in to try it again, Roberto Kelly. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here it is, the 3-0. And that won't find the zone either. So speed on base here to begin the inning. It's a 4-pitch walk.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
One and one, here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
The 2-1 home. Hit hard towards center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
In now, number 45. A ball and 2 strikes. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take. And he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Ready for another chance? Don Mattingly. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. Kelly is on his way home. And he's in safely at third as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Up next for the
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
Into the box now, Jesse Barfield, and he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And not in time as the run scores. And the run will score on the wild pitch. My goodness. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box, Mel Hall. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Mattingly on third with 2 out. Hard hit ball to second. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. In to score the runner from third.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Stepping in now, Matt Nose. Here's a fastball now that's hit softly down the line to third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, there's a case of a jam sandwich right there. Not that bad of a pitch, but he's able to just be strong enough to loop that one into left field.
Dan, sometimes a jam sandwich tastes much better than a rocket right at somebody.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Charlie Hayes. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already.
The 1-1 home. Fouled away. Three runs already home here. Drilled down the line. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised.
Here comes Sox manager John Farrell on his way out to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 56.
In now, Pat Kesling. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 9 men come to the plate. 4 score. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Yankees are out in front, 4-0. Next up for the Red Sox, Burks, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Batting 8, designated hitter, Jack Clark.
Now the Red Sox DH, Jack Clark. And as you could imagine, the butterflies are fluttering as this is his first major league at-bat.
Oh, there's definitely some diamonds that fall through the cracks, and this is obviously one of them. You root for guys like this, late-round draft picks that have had to work so hard to get here.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. So he comes up empty in his first major league at-bat.
I know he was expecting more, but that's a win. If you can put the ball in play, your first big league AB, and you're able to get that adrenaline and the nerves out of you, that's a win right there.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. They trail here 4-0. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Roberto Kelly.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
3-1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on the base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Digging in and looking for more, number 17. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Pitch is way outside and he can't even get a glove on it. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
The 2-2. Line softly toward the hole. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Not in time. Almost a remarkable play, but they'll have runners at the corners with nobody out now.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his third?
And Ryan answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-1 pitch towards second. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Now batting, the first baseman, Don Mattingly.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Don Mattingly. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. 3-2 pitch. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. To second for 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Ready once again, Jesse Barfield. One and one, here it is. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Right on it there, but this is foul over toward the first base dugout. Mattingly leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mel Hall. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Now the 2-1 will not catch the zone, ball 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Count still full, 3-2. High fly ball out to deep right field. Racing back, the right fielder on the warning track. He makes the catch. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. We're back to Fenway after this. Settling in now, Jody Reed back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Hit out towards second. And the throw to first is in time, one gone.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Striding in once again, John Valentine. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 1-1 home. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Into the box now, Scott Cooper over at the knees, and that's the second strike. The 2-2, and it's fouled away. Now another 2-2, and he fouls this one off.
If you're going to get a swing on a fastball that far in off the plate, I think you got to go right back in there or bounce something soft down and away.
And here is strike three called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Standing in now, Mo Vaughn. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now, 3-2. High and deep to right. Barfield ranging back, still ranging back, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning, and good for him. Mo Vaughn just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. Could be replaying that at bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Into the box, Mike Greenwood. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kelly has it in his tracks, and that ends the inning. So the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. We're through 4. It's the Yankees 5 and the Red Sox 2. Ready for another shot now. Matt knows he singled his last time up. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Lined hard toward right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Pat Kesling. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him, and the lead is now 7-2. Stepping in now, Roberto Kelly. Still no balls and 2 strikes. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 7 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
The 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. Takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Runners off for second. The 2-2 one more time. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Burks is there, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, number 45.
Next for New York, number 45. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. The 1-2. Runners going right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. Middle of the night at Fenway. It's the Yankees 7 and the Red Sox 2. Stepping in, number 23 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Kelly is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
In now, Burks. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jack Clark. One and 2, here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Barfield has a read on it. And the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Digging in, number 45. Looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. Finally, make him 1 for 5 now. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Don Mattingly. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Jesse Barfield waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Looking up is the right fielder, and that is into the visitors' bullpen, a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Into the box now, Jesse Barfield, and he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball 3.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
And now this ball's in the air to deep right field. A ball that's carrying. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Mel Hall.
In now, Mel Hall. He's 1 for 4 for the game. The 3-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Up next
Now to
for
the plate,
Yankees,
Matt Nose.
catcher,
He's 2 for 4 in the ball game.
Nose.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
The 2-2 is laid off of for ball number 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The 3-2 pitch turned on down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Once again, a 3-2. And oh, a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Into the box, Charlie Hayes. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Standing in now, Pat Kesling. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. The 1-2 pitch. On the ground to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Wow, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
In now, Roberto Kelly. Liner toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. 1 run scores. And a relay to the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there.
Now batting.
You know, D-Row, sometimes
45.
one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a
Greg Harris comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Harris.
The 0-2 home. And a slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. high in the air down the right field line. And foul. Here's another 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Kesling, the runner at third. Kelly at first, 2 out in the inning. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. Ball 2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Stepping in now, Don Mattingly. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under at Greenwood. And that's the 3rd out. But tack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming. Tim Burke will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 41, Tim Burke.
Now at the plate, Burks over 2 for him to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Burks on at first, nobody out. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Clark has been a great story in the baseball world lately. His game has taken some major strides since his early days in the minor leagues, and he's had to prove himself time and time again to get to this point. Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. Back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over.
Into the box now, Tony Pena. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kelly is there, makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, second
So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Jody Reed. He flew out in his last at bat. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Hall will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, John Valentine.
Coming to the plate now, John Valentine. The 2-2. Hit in the air to straightaway center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. some of the hustle and bustle from into the box now. Number 23. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Three-0 pitch is in there for strike one. The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count 3-2. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Kesling loves it. Throw on to first, and now the Red Sox are down to their final out.
The batter, number 12.
Striding in, Burks. No hits to this point. The 1-1 home. High in the air down the right field line. Barfield has a beat on it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
14-4 is the way this one ends. New York led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Number 22 gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Number 47 couldn't work out of the third inning, taking the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 18 minutes.